I'm literally like screaming at myself because the beauty industry is not easy. It's so not easy to do it as a solo entrepreneur. As myself, I'm going crazy most of the time. How are you telling me I need to do content, market myself to bring in clients? I need to stop. I need to do this. I need to do that. Guys, I'm literally like, I can't do this. I need to pay HMRC. I cannot do everything. I'm one person. I've been going crazy trying to do it all together, and I think that genuinely has made me lack in certain places just because I'm trying to juggle everything, and I'm someone that doesn't usually ask for help. I'm like, I gotta figure this out in 24 hours. On top of that, I'm a working girl too, so I do 9 to 5. So it's like, I know, I can imagine if you are going through the same exact thing. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I have been there. I'm still there. Don't worry, I have learned a few things along the way that will help you succeed in the beauty industry. I am speaking from my own experience as a nail tech and lash tech, but I'm pretty sure you can apply this to something within the beauty industry where you are actually having to do everything by yourself. Starting off, you want to have goals. You want to set a plan. You want to have a business plan. You want to know the trajectory of where you want your business to go. If you're starting this out as a hobby, completely understandable. I started it as a hobby. I started it with a passion. I was having fun with it. I was just like doing someone's nails here or there. I was just living life. I was getting that money, extra money every other week. So I wasn't complaining, but when you got to a point where I was starting to get more people in, or it got to a point where I was like, I'm actually enjoying doing this, but I couldn't see myself move it to, you know, like pivot to a point where I can actually start getting more people in. That was the issue. I legit was like trying to get clients, but also not having the time. But if you have a plan, if you have goals, you already know what you're aiming for, what's the next step, what do you need to do now to, reach the next step. A business plan can also help in other ways, where if you're looking to have an investor or pitch yourself to a bank so they can give you a loan, a business plan would be the best way to start. I have a business plan somewhere, but I've never really had to use it. I've been more of a goals person where I know like what is my next stage, and I've used that. It has helped. Obviously, being in the industry for that long, like for that many years, like 5 years plus, I could have succeeded way earlier if I had goals set and I was determined to reach those goals. If I had something to like look forward to, something to work towards to. That's just how I work. Obviously everyone's different, but that's just how I work. And I feel like since I've been like more consistent with setting goals and actually like reaching them and achieving them, I've been able to see growth. I'm seeing clients every week because I have goals set in place. So anything to do with like marketing, anything to do with like conversations that I'm having, places I'm putting myself in, I am getting in clientele. I know you've got it in you. Do it and you will succeed in that way. So have goals, have a business plan. That literally leads us to the next point, where it's like seek opportunities and put yourself in places that will allow you to succeed. Doing this, I've been able to become a brand ambassador for Miley. That's such an achievement for me because I do use their products. I have always been using their products. I just never seen it for myself until I sat down and wrote my goals. So then I was able to position myself in a way where I was like, here, this is what I do. I'm showing them this is the content that I do. I actually use gel polishes like every day, not even like on myself, on my clients. Like I was like, pick me. Type, put yourself out there, whether you have 100 followers or anything, like babe, just post. And also go to events that obviously promote, beauticians in a way where you're positioning yourself with like other beauticians. You can learn from them, they can learn from you, take notes. You'll never know who you will meet in these places that you go to. What you can say, they can give you advice that will change your life. They can point you to the right direction. Like watch videos like mine where you're understanding other people's experience and learn from it as well. Start showing what you want. Baby, financial literacy is not a joke. If you're in the beauty industry and you want to succeed, you want to make sure you are good at financial literacy, because you're going to be handling cash, you're going to be handling, you know, stock, stuff like that, that involve you spending money or getting money. You want to start from the beginning. How do you manage your money? Do you take in cash? Do you put that in the bank? I use a spreadsheet. Well, let me even tell you a story. Before, I was literally like getting money. There was a time I remember when I was doing my books, I couldn't believe it. I feel like I made like 300. This was when I was inconsistent, mind you. Early days, I made like 300 in like a month. I was like, how did I make that? Well, where is that 300? I don't see it. Because I spent it. Guys, I spent it and I don't know what I spent it on, because now I'm doing my books. I think I did my books like 6 months later. I'm obviously going through, because I'm really good at like keeping receipts and stuff like that. That's why I did it probably like 6 months later. I'm now looking and I'm like, where did that money go? Because I never remember like seeing it. You don't want that for yourself. You want to make sure you're on top of your books. You want to make sure that when that 300 is dropping in your account every month, even more, you know where you're spending it, you know, like separate it. Have obviously the main account, have a savings account, have the one where you're going to pay HMRC, because one, they're going to want to look at your books too someday, maybe, and they want to know where you spent your money, you know, the expenses, the income, or anything like that. So you want to keep that straight, like you want to keep that accurate. I use a spreadsheet, and since using a spreadsheet, I found life so much easier using a spreadsheet, because I can look back at years that I've obviously, the previous years, and I'm like, okay, I made this much this month, this was my expenses, and I felt like, and this honestly, I'm not even joking, it made me see that sometimes I was buying things to buy things. You know, when you're on Amazon and you've got Amazon Prime, you're gonna buy things like, because it's pretty, because I need it. But do you really need it? Is there something that you already have that you can use instead of spending that money? It will total up. You don't want your expenses to exceed your income. You want to get some profit in there, pay yourself. That is the best way that I would say you'd succeed, is knowing your income for your business, like inside out, like, you know. It will also help you with the trajectory, like what you need to focus more on. Like, is it getting more clients in so you can get more income, and then you'll be able to get X, Y, and Z for your business, or attend a, you know, a business event, and you can expense it back to their account. Knowing these things will allow you to actually be more, even less like stress-free, because you just know like, okay, that is paid for. My insurance next year is paid for. Branding and marketing is another thing that you want to, you know, do and like focus on, even if it's just like spare a good hour of your month just to see where your business is going in terms of branding and marketing. What can you do to emphasize what you are, like your vision in your branding and marketing and content? If you know the vision, if you have a avatar, so it's like an avatar, so your dream clientele, you will know what to sell them, right? You will know what to sell them. You will know how to sell to them and who to approach when you're in the streets. You don't just want to get everybody out the streets like, hey, let me do your nails, let me do your lashes, let me do your this. You don't want to do that. When you see somebody, do they really represent your dream client? Ask yourself that. Write down who you'd expect your dream client to be and start using those words, and start start posting and tailoring it to those people. When they see you on Instagram, when they see you on TikTok, they will know this is the person for me, because yeah, we vibe. At the start, I was just posting. I had no idea what I was doing, honey. I was just posting nails, but as someone that's doing a social media and marketing course, I've learned that just posting nails simply won't get you anywhere. Like, you will get your clientele, but you're probably limiting yourself in a way where if you're, let's say, early days, Obviously my nails were not the greatest. I'll probably put a picture up or something. But imagine if I marketed myself so well from the start, I probably would have had more clientele, because it's not about the product, it's about how you invite your clients in. I didn't have clients because all I was doing is posting nails. My nails weren't that great at start, and I was just kept posting not great nails. Who's gonna book with me? Nobody. I needed to focus on marketing, and obviously that's why I went out and started doing this social media marketing course, which I need to finish. And then I was able to learn like what type of content, relatable content that I can post. And I also realized, like, when I started posting relatable content, I had so many people visiting my Instagram, gave me the clientele, gave me the exposure for my business. And also not just like people booking in, but people watching my content, my nail tutorials, people coming on YouTube watching these types of videos, because they can see that I'm more than just a nail tech. I'm actually doing other things as well that they could probably relate to more than wanting to book in. Maybe they're like miles away in the US. I know there's people that watch me in America and they can't book in with me. So why am I only marketing to people that can book in with me? I can market to people who are far away, they want to learn how to do nails, and I'm showing them how to do nails. So you have to figure out how to market yourself, and then you will see that growth. You know, that's why you need to know your clientele, client avatar, dream client, and start speaking to your dream clients through your content. Even when you're posting, you don't want to start doing it like other people. You can get inspiration from people, don't get me wrong, like it's good to get inspiration. I've had inspiration, tag them, give them credit, whatever. The best way to succeed in the beauty industry is not seeing competition. You will set yourself up for failure. I'm not even joking. Because early days, I'm, like I said, not doing the best nails. Now I'm going to look at someone who is. I'm following them, I'm taking in their content. At the time, I was only taking it in because they had pretty nails that I like. I wasn't taking it in to take notes and be like, okay, maybe I need to improve on this. I was taking it in because I was liking that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, don't see competition, because then now in my mind, I'm consciously telling myself, you're not good enough, and that's something that I've had to work on. You're not good enough, you know, like, oh, you're not like them, your nails is this. And then what does that lead me to? Not doing nails, not pushing myself to get more clientele, not, you know, like I'm not doing anything that would elevate me, because I'm seeing someone else doing better than me. And I'm like, okay, there's maybe too many people, maybe too many cooks in the kitchen, so let me just leave this alone. I was up and down, like I was even getting frustrated with myself. I'm not even joking. I was telling my sister the other day, I get too much in my head and I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. When you stop seeing competition, you start focusing on your own growth. You start seeing you have to always start from somewhere, whether you're good or bad. Some people have natural talent and you don't even know what they're doing behind that content. You know, you just never know. Social media is not real. That's why it's so important to do your own specific branding and marketing that is true to you and your business. If anyone was to ever come and copy you, you would know it's from you, because you've done it so well to the point where someone else is seeing it and taking inspiration. When you stop seeing competition, you start, you know, being a creator. You start being a leader in the beauty industry where people are coming to you for specific things. So even like maybe niche down, focus on one thing, like be a nail, let's say acrylic expert. All I'm saying is focus on you and your growth. When I stopped seeing like all these other like nail techs, I literally unfollowed so many people because I was like, I'm consuming things that are not helping me. I was legit consuming it because I liked it, like genuinely liked, because I love nails, you know, and that's why I was following them. But then I didn't realize, as someone that's starting out, it's taking a toll on me because I'm comparing myself. I'm constantly going online, I'm seeing the best nails in the world and I'm comparing myself because I'm looking at my nails. And then imagine, I have no clients, I'm comparing myself. Can you actually, the mindset I was in, it's like, I'm drowning. I am drowning because I'm comparing myself. When I stopped doing that and followed these people, and it also helped, by the way, with marketing, so that's another conversation for another day. When I stopped doing that, I seen growth. I seen change in how I spoke to myself. I seen change in how I showed up online, and I kept wanting to learn more, learn more, learn more. I'm spending time, you know, doing acrylics. I'm spending time doing nail art for fun. It's back to being for fun because I stopped seeing competition. I stopped racing with someone else and started, you know, racing the previous me and be like, just enjoy this process. You never know where it will take you. The other thing that I would say, you know, when you stop seeing competition, you'd actually want to collab with other people more. You start thinking like a business woman. Before, I was just focused on, I need to do better, I need to do better. When I started saying like, I want to get more clientele, I was focusing on my goals, mind you. I want to get more clientele. What can I do? I was supporting another girl. She does lashing. We would literally just, I actually wanted her to do my lashes. That's how we started. Wanted her to do my lashes. We were talking, and then after that, and I was like, oh my God, let's actually do a collab because she's good vibes. She's good energy. Shout out to you, girl. We did a collab for Christmas. So we did a Christmas giveaway. That was fun. Even the making of the content was fun. Like, we just had a ball. It's amazing to see that, you know, girls in the beauty industry collabing with each other. Collab with a hairstylist near you, collab with somebody else, even if it's a business, an existing business, put yourself out there and you will see everything return fourfold. The ultimate best way to succeed is staying resilient and true to yourself. Keep going, keep doing what you do. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. How else can you succeed in the beauty industry? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.